Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Creative Edge YouTube channel. I am Muskan Mulchandani, and we are yet here today again for doing some more of GK. Well, like you know, we have covered up quite a few topics that you encounter in GK in your competitive exams related to design and architecture. So today we are going to be doing World Heritage Sites. The World Heritage Sites are almost 40 in number, all right? So we will try and cover them in a span of two videos, part one as well as part two. So stay with me throughout this video to know more about these sites. The Ajanta Caves. The Ajanta Caves, like you can see, are ancient Buddhist rock cut architecture. They were made during 100 BCE to 100 CE under the patronage of the Hindu Satavahana dynasty. Also remember that a few facts that we would be mentioning here with these would add on or would be additional info. All right. Now, basically, these caves were created to celebrate the glory of Gautam Buddha's life. And it was on 28th of April in the year 1819 that a person called John Smith rediscovered these caves. All right, this is what was the story behind it. What are the paintings that we can see on these Ajanta caves? These paintings are done with a technique called tempera. All right. The technique that is used while doing these paintings is tempera. And most of the paintings tell you stories related to the Jataka tales. You have heard of these, right? Jataka tales are stories that were related to animals which were done long back. Also, they tell you the life of how Buddha became Buddha. Moving on to the next monument, we have the Ellora Caves. The Ellora Caves are temple cave complex. It has artwork that dates from period 600 to 1000 CE. And where are they located? They are located in Aurangabad in the state Maharashtra. All right. These caves are also known as Verul or Ellora by the local public. All right. Although the ancient name of these caves is Ellurapuram. All right. These caves were built by the Chalukya, the Rashtrakuta, dynasty. All right. So this is a little bit of more info about the Ellora Caves. Okay, moving on to the next uh, monument. It is the Taj Mahal. Yes, a very famous monument. Everybody knows what it is made of or made about. It was commissioned in 1632 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. All right. So this was done to house the tomb of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. All right. A very interesting uh, myth about it is that the people who constructed the Taj Mahal, their hands were cut off. So, no, that was not the case. But yes, adding on to the fact, there were as many as 2,000 employees or workers commissioned to build this Taj Mahal. All right. And an interesting fact that I would like to add on here is the name of the architect. The name of the architect was Ustad Ahmad Lahori. All right. So Ustad Ahmad Lahori was the main architect who was appointed to construct the Taj Mahal. Another myth that I would like to bring here to your notice is that Taj Mahal was sold by a Behrupia called Natwarlal thrice. All right. Let's understand a little bit of um, dynamics of the Taj Mahal here also. The length of the the if you can see, there are these this highest point that you can see of the Taj Mahal. The length of this is 73 meters. 73 meters. और जबकि the Qutub Minar is 72.5 meters in height. All right. Moving on to the next site, the Agra Fort. Okay. So the Agra Fort became the World Heritage Site in the year 1983. All right. It is then that it was recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site of India. Okay. The Agra Fort is also known as Agra's Red Fort. It was built by the Mughal Emperor Akbar in the year 1565. It was the residence of the emperors of the Mughal dynasty. By till when was it the residence? ये 1638 तक मुगल डायनेस्टी का रेसिडेंस था. ये तब हुआ था जब आगरा से शिफ्ट किया गया था दिल्ली. ऑलराइट. तब ये वहां का रेसिडेंस था. एंड एक और फैक्ट जो मैं आपको यहाँ पर बताना चाहूंगी वो ये है दैट शाहजहां वॉज केप्ट कैप्टिव. ठीक है. उनको कैद करके रखा गया था अपने बेटे औरंगजेब द्वारा इस फोर्ट में. ऑल राइट. एंड ही वॉज imprisoned for 8 years in this fort by his son. So Shah Jahan was imprisoned by his son Aurangzeb for 8 years in the Agra fort. Okay. Moving on to the next site, the Sun Temple, a very beautiful piece of construction. It became a World Heritage Site in the year 1984. All right. It is based in Puri in Odisha, and it is about 35 kilometers away from the coastline. This temple is dedicated to the Surya sun god. Okay. And like you can see in the picture, you will be able to see that there are chariots here. Okay. So it is shaped in the form of a huge sun chariot, which is drawn by 7 horses that represent the 7 days of the week. All right. Also, अगर आप closely देखेंगे तो हर wheel को 8 parts में divide किया गया है. Okay. So the wheel is divided into 8 parts. टू शो हर प्रहर ऑफ द डे. ठीक है. पहले दिन को प्रहारों में बांटा जाता था. ठीक है. थ्री आवर्स was each prayer. So that's how 24 hours totally इसको डिवाइड किया गया था. तो हर हर व्हील को हर व्हील के इसको हिस्से को 8 प्रहारों में बांटा गया है. ऑल राइट. Moving on to the next thing that we have in mind, we have the Mahabalipuram monuments, a very beautiful structure. अगर आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर बहुत सारे monuments को include किया गया है. ठीक है. ये पंच रथ हैं जहाँ पर पांडवों के सारे रथ लिए गए थे. शोर टेम्पल है जो बहुत ही फेमस है क्योंकि जो सुनामी आई थी उसके बाद भी इस टेम्पल को कोई आंच नहीं आई थी. ओके. The clock tower, which is said to be one of the oldest towers to show direction to the navigators. All right. The hillside cave and the tiger cave, these are the main monuments in Mahabalipuram. These are also known as the seven pagodas. Okay. एक और बहुत ही अच्छा मॉन्यूमेंट है यहाँ पर जो आई हैव समहाउ फेल्ड टू मेंशन आई थिंक दैट इज द कृष्णा बटर बॉल है ना। तो ये जो है ये बेसिकली एक रॉक है बहुत बड़ा और ये एक बहुत ही बारीक लाइन पे ऐसे खड़ा हुआ है ऑलराइट। सो हाउ इट इज सस्पेंडेड एट सच अ लेवल it is still a mystery, all right? So it is a very minimal contact है ground के साथ इसका और बहुत ही एक वंडर की बात है कि ये कैसे इतनी ऊंचाई पर इतने मिनिमल कांटेक्ट के साथ खड़ा खड़ा हुआ है all right. Moving on to the next monument, it is the Kaziranga National Park. Now अभी तक जो आपने monuments देखे वो cultural थे, ये जो हम monument देख रहे हैं ये एक natural monument है ठीक है। इसको कब include किया गया था? इसको include किया गया था in the year 1985. That is when it was included in the UNESCO list of World Heritage of India. All right. Now, it is a national park in the Golaghat and Nagaon districts of Assam, and it hosts two-thirds of the world's Indian rhinoceros. Yes, this is a fact. There are as many as 2,413 rhinos in the Kaziranga Park. All right. Also, other than this, there are two largest snakes that can be found in the world, all right? That is the reticulated python and the rock python. Also, the venomous king cobra can be found in the Kaziranga National Park. In the year 1904, 1904 में आप लोग सब जानते होंगे लॉर्ड कर्जन के बारे में राइट। इसको इनको हमने हिस्ट्री के बुक्स में बहुत पढ़ा है राइट। सो लॉर्ड कर्जन जो थे उनकी वाइफ जो थी मैरी कर्जन ओके। So Mary Curzon was his wife, and she was the one who persuaded him to protect the rhinos in this area. And that is how we should be thankful that Kaziranga National Park came to be made. Okay, moving on to the next one. It is Chola National Park. Earlier, this park used to be known as the Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. ठीक है, बहुत सारे बर्ड्स माइग्रेट होकर यहाँ पर आते हैं। पूरे इंडिया भर से लोग जो बर्ड एंथुजियास्ट हैं वो जाते हैं देखने के लिए ये जो माइग्रेटरी बर्ड्स हैं इनको ठीक है। अगस्त से नवंबर तक आप यहाँ पर रेसिडेंट बर्ड्स देख सकते हैं एंड अक्टूबर से फरवरी तक ये माइग्रेटरी बर्ड्स का टाइम होता है जब लोग आते हैं यहाँ के बर्ड्स देखने ओके। Why is this name as Kyoladev? Kyoladev is another name of Lord Shiva, जिसके नाम पर एक टेम्पल बना हुआ है इस नेशनल पार्क में अंदर और इसीलिए इसका नाम अब क्योलादेव रखा गया है ठीक है। It was designated as a bird sanctuary in the year on the date 13th of March in the year 1976. All right. And that's it. Moving on to the next monument. It is Manas Wildlife Sanctuary. Yes, so the Manas Wildlife Sanctuary is a home to a lot of endangered wildlife like the Assam roof turtle, the hispid hare, the golden langur, the pygmy hog, and the wild water buffalo, to name a few. All right. It is also known as the Kamrup Sanctuary, all right, and it is spread over a span of 519.77 square kilometers. Okay, the Kuch Bihar royal family and the Raja of Gauripur, these were the people who can be said to bring this wildlife sanctuary into existence. They used this as a hunting reserve before it was declared as a World Heritage Site. All right. Moving on to the next one. It is the monuments of Khajuraho. Yes, we are all aware of the monuments of Khajuraho. Very famous they are. They were built by the Chandela dynasty and they are located in Chhatarpur in Madhya Pradesh. Everybody knows this. I think अभी बहुत ही hot wedding destination बन चुका है खजुराहो, right? जो ब्रिटिश आर्मी के कैप्टन थे T.S. बर्ट, ठीक है, उनको हम थैंकफुल हो सकते हैं क्योंकि उन्होंने रीडिस्कवर किया था इन इन टेम्पल्स को और हम लोगों को सबको पता चला था 1838 में इसको रीडिस्कवर किया गया था और 1986 में इनको इंक्लूड किया गया था यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज की लिस्ट में। तो बेसिकली जो हम खजुराहो के बारे में जानते हैं वो है उनके इरोटिक स्ट्रक्चर्स, बट मैं आपको बता दूं कि नॉट इवन 10% of the structures are like that. The most of the structures are based on the day-to-day life of the people that people used to live, as in farming, working, and everything like that. All right. And it is said that there were as many as 85 temples. All right. But अब जो बचे हैं वो सिर्फ 22 temples बचे हैं. 22 temples are left. The rest of these were somehow destroyed, either by a natural calamity or by attacks of various this thing. Okay. Moving on to the next one, we are at the monuments of Hampi, a very beautiful structure again. They are located in the Tungabhadra Basin in Karnataka in Bellary district. All right. एक बहुत ही सुंदर टेम्पल है यहाँ पर जो विठल विठल TTHAL, that is the temple. It is carved with musical pillars, है ना? तो यहाँ पर जो है ये जो म्यूजिकल पिलर्स हैं जो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट साउंड म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स का साउंड निकालते हैं. ऑलराइट, इट इज सेड दैट दे कैन प्रोड्यूस अप टू 81 डिफरेंट म्यूजिकल साउंड्स. So this Vithala temple has pillars that are known as musical pillars because they can make as many as 81 different musical sounds when they are tapped with a wooden stick or something like that. Okay. Moving on to another fact that is mentioned here. It comprises of the remnants of the capital city of the Vijayanagar Empire, the last Hindu kingdom, the last great Hindu kingdom. Okay. So please remember these small facts that are mentioned there. Moving on to the next one. It is Fatehpur Sikri, another beautiful monument that we have. Fatehpur Sikri is located in the Agra district in Uttar Pradesh. It was built by the Emperor Jalaluddin Muhammad. We know him as Akbar. Okay. इन्होंने सूफी संत जो हैं सलीम चिश्ती, इनके लिए ये बनाया था. And it has one of the largest mosques in India, the Jama Masjid. All right. So one of the largest mosques is present in Fatehpur Sikri. Other than this, बहुत सारे दूसरे भी monuments हैं जो यहाँ पर है, जो है जोधा भाई का पैलेस, बुलंद दरवाजा है. ये भी 2-3 दूसरे मॉन्यूमेंट्स हैं, बट यस फतेहपुर सिकरी इज अ यूनेस्को साइट. ठीक है, इसलिए हम लोग इसमें कवर कर रहे हैं. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट वन. इट इज द एलिफेंटा केव्स. सो दे वर इंक्लूडेड इन द लिस्ट ऑफ UNESCO in the year 1987. They are located on Elephanta Island, Mumbai Harbor in the state of Maharashtra. Okay. And there are legends that suggest that the great warrior prince of Chalukya dynasty, Pulkesin II, he was the one who built this triangular structure of Shivji to celebrate his victory. Okay, and since it is everybody knows that it is dedicated to God Shiva and it is being built from uh, a solid basalt rock. What do you mean by the word hewn here? The word, sorry, GK में थोड़ा सा English भी आ रहा है, but I cannot avoid that. Hewn means to be sculpted. Okay, so when a thing is sculpted, it is known as hewn. Yes, so it is sculpted from solid basalt rock, and the main temple's orientation is in a mandala pattern. Okay, ठीक है, आपको सबको पता है that a mandala is a round structure with important things. So that's how the construction of this cave is done. Okay, it is said to be built in the time of the Silhara kings. Okay. Uh, this is basically the Trimurti Sadashiv that is built there. This structure is called the Trimurti Sadashiv. ठीक है, हो सकता है आप लोगों को ऐसा क्वेश्चन आए कि वेयर इज द त्रिमूर्ति सदाशिव बिल्ट और चार ऑप्शंस आ जाएं. ठीक है, इसके अलावा यहाँ पर शिव के दूसरे रूप के भी अ, वो बने हुए हैं. एक है योगीश्वरा और दूसरा है नटराज. नटराज हम सबको पता होगा, व्हेन शिवजी इज डूइंग तांडव, that is the dancing form of Shiv is known as Natraj, and Yogishwara is the meditative form of Shivji. Okay, moving on to the next one. uh, Chola temples, like you can see in the picture, they have beautiful architecture. They were built by the kings of the Chola Empire. Okay, in the year 1900 and 1987, they were declared as a World UNESCO Site. Okay, uh, where are these Chola temples? ये Chola temples हैं तमिलनाडु की स्टेट में. Okay, एंड तीन अलग अलग जगहों पर है. ठीक है, ये जो सारे टेम्पल्स हैं एक जगह पे नहीं बने हुए हैं. दे आर लोकेटेड इन तंजावुर, दस, दरासुरम एंड गंगाईकोंडा, चोलापुरम. These are the three places where you have a variety of these temples located. They are, all these towns are located in the central eastern region of Tamil Nadu. Okay, and let's understand a little about the Chola rulers. ये बहुत ही फेमस रूलर्स थे जिन्होंने बहुत सारे साउथ इंडिया में टेम्पल्स बनाए थे, और जो as many as 1500 years तक इन्होंने राज किया था. और उस समय जो जो भी इनकी जो भी सेरेमनीज वगैरह होती थी वो इन टेम्पल्स में ही हुआ करती थी. ओके, this kind of architecture is known as Dravidian architecture. Okay, so that you remember. Moving on to the next one, the Pathakal Monument. Okay, Pathakal is also called Raktpura, and it is a complex of the 7th and 8th century of the Hindu and Jain temples in Bagalkot in Karnataka. All right, so द पत्तलकड़ में यहाँ पे जो सबसे पुराना टेम्पल है उसका नाम है संगमेश्वर टेम्पल. संगमेश्वर टेम्पल, इसको ये सबसे ओल्डेस्ट टेम्पल है इन द पत्तड़कल मॉन्यूमेंट्स. ओके, और इनको बनाया गया था बाय द चालुक्य किंग विजय आदित्य. All right, and again, like you can see, this is also a Dravidian form of architecture. All right. When was the Pathakal Monument included in the UNESCO list? It was included in the year 1987. ठीक है. और एक और बहुत अच्छा टेम्पल है यहाँ पर जो है विरूपाक्ष टेम्पल. Virupaksha temple, and it was built by the Queen Lok Mahadevi. Okay. Another temple that is of importance is Mallikarjun temple. ये आप लोगों ने सुना होगा जरूर, right? Moving on to the next one, the Sundarbans National Park. So when was the Sundarbans National Park included in the UNESCO list? It was done in the year 1987, and it is located in the state of West Bengal. All right. It is a large coastal mangrove forest which is shared by India and Bangladesh. It is also home to the Royal Bengal tiger and other endangered species such as the estuarine crocodile and the Ganges River dolphin. Okay. Please remember that the Sundarbans is the only mangrove forest to have the tiger as its indigenous population. Okay. Moving on to the next one, the Nanda Devi and the Valley of Flowers. The Nanda Devi is a national park that is located in the Great Indian Himalayas and has remained intact because of its inaccessibility. Inaccessibility मतलब यहाँ तक जाना बहुत ही मुश्किल है, ठीक है? इसलिए अभी तक भी वो उतना ही खूबसूरत है जब वो 1988 में, सॉरी 1988 में यूनेस्को की लिस्ट में इंक्लूड किया गया था. ठीक है. ये कहाँ लोकेटेड है? ये लोकेटेड है चामोली में इन द स्टेट उत्तराखंड. It is famous for its meadows of endemic alpine flowers. Okay, please remember that. Moving on to the next one. We have the monuments of Buddha. Yes. So the monuments of Buddha, which are also known as the Sanchi Stupas, were included in the list of UNESCO in the year 1989. Okay. And where are they located? They are located in Sanchi in Madhya Pradesh, Raisen. So Raisen is the district and Madhya Pradesh is the state. And the Sanchi stupas are basically attributed to the Mauryan Empire, Ashoka. All right. So this is considered to be a sacred space of the Buddhists. Okay, and this the stupas, there are more than one stupa in the entire country. Okay, and since the 14th century, Sanchi was undiscovered. When was it discovered? It was rediscovered in the year 1818 by General Taylor. Okay. One more thing which I would like to point out here is that the earliest ever Buddhist shrine that the archaeologists have pointed out is the Maya Devi temple. And where is this temple located? It is located in Lumbini in the country Nepal. Okay. एंड क्योंकि हम लोग बुद्धिस्ट आर्किटेक्चर और बुद्धिस्ट स्तूपास के बारे में कर रहे हैं, द बिगेस्ट द लार्जेस्ट बुद्धिस्ट टेम्पल where is this? This is in Borobudur in Indonesia. ठीक है. तो सांची स्तूपास के बारे में हमने समझा. माया देवी टेम्पल जो सबसे ओल्डेस्ट है, ठीक है, द ओल्डेस्ट बुद्धिस्ट श्राइन है, उसके बारे में समझा। और जो लार्जेस्ट बुद्धिस्ट श्राइन है वो है बोरबडोर, जो है इंडोनेशिया में, ठीक है। मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट मॉन्यूमेंट, it is the Humayun's tomb that is located in Delhi, okay, and the architect was Mirak Mirza Ghiyat, and Sayyid Muhammad was his what do you call, apprentice, or was his assistant, whatever would you call it, okay. One fact that I would like to point out here is that um, Humayun's tomb to सिर्फ हुमायूं के लिए नहीं, it is housing as many as 100 different tombs inside, ठीक है। बहुत सारे ऐसे ऐसे इन ancestors थे जो यहाँ पर एक साथ दफन किए गए हैं, alright, and it was built by Humayun's wife for his respect, to pay respect to him, whose name was Hamida Banu Begum. All right. And it was built in the year 1570. Well, with this, we come to an end of part one of the World Heritage Sites. Please stay with us and watch part two as we cover up the rest of the sites.